Lawrence Souffrant.
Come on!
Hey.
Come on!
That one. So which mic's the orange mic?
There we go.
That's the orange mic?
Let's get that. Let's get that. Okay.
Y'all just don't let me put nothing on the mic.
Okay, I got this one.
Okay.
Just go ahead with that one.
Hey, all right. Thank you, Kirk, and the team. How y'all doing? Man, if I knew it was gonna be this bright, I would have wore some shades. It is. I can't see none of you. All right, as they say, yeah. Please, if you could just move this stand so it's closer to the keyboard.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, so Sharona gave me strict instructions that I'm gonna try to be obedient to. Sharona, if I get you mad, you just have to forgive me later. So I'm gonna be talking to you guys. Really what I wanna talk about is expanding your mindset. Everybody say mindset. Mindset. Oh, good, we have a participating crowd. I think some people underestimate how powerful their thoughts are. I don't think people realize that every thought creates something. Every one. And the thoughts that you have, they're not as random as it may feel. Yes, you have random thoughts that come and go, thoughts that are out of your control, but the thoughts that you entertain them because they're in alignment with your mindset. And your mindset was created based off of conditions that are both nature and nurture. In other words, some of you, or all of us, I would even say, there's aspects of our mindset that we had to take in order to survive. And when we're no longer in survival mode, we forget that we have the authority and the responsibility to shift our mindset. Especially for those of us that are creatives. How many of you are creatives? Okay, I mean, the whole room should have said something. But those of us who are creatives, our way of thinking is so abstract and so different from the rest of the world that we tend to adopt a mindset that makes us smaller. In other words, we start to think in ways that has us comfortable fitting in boxes that we were never supposed to be in. But in order for us to feel accepted, we start to deny certain aspects, or we stay silent about certain thoughts, or we don't ask certain questions, or we don't push back on certain ideas because we don't want to look crazy because there was a time where we felt free enough to speak and someone gave us that look. You know the look I'm talking about? Where'd that come from? How'd you end up there? You know, that look that ostracizes us, that look that makes us feel as if there's something wrong with us because the society that we live in either sees things as right or wrong instead of different. So we have this mindset that we adopted, and it worked. It worked for a long time, but I want to speak to those of you that kind of realize that you can see more, you can feel more, but you're not getting more. You recognize that where you are isn't your cap, but for whatever reason, you still feel limited to stay there. Right? And I want to talk to you because I want to encourage you and kind of have you reflect and ask the question, what is your mindset made of? Okay, so let's really get into this. Every time you have a thought, that thought doesn't just stay in your brain. All right, let me back all the way up, right? So your brain is both a receptor and a creator of thoughts. Let me say that again. I need somebody to get this. Your brain is a receptor and a creator of thoughts. What does that mean? That means some things in your brain you created for yourself. But there's some things in your brain that you receive. There's other thoughts. Anybody ever saw the movie Inception?
Yeah.
Right? There are, I'll make it even simpler. Y'all know how ads work? Commercials? You know why they spend so much money on commercials? Because they're putting thoughts in your mind. They spend millions of dollars to program you, and watch this, your consent is you viewing it. They don't ask you first. The fact that you sit there and view it is you consenting to the brainwashing. Thoughts being planted in your mind through what we call repetition. You ever want to program your mind? Repeat it over and over and over. And what happens is your subconscious believes that since it keeps coming in front of you, it must be true. This is why your thoughts, you have to be careful. You have to guard your thoughts. So when you're dealing with little children, right? I have 5 kids. Don't judge me. I love my wife. We have 5 kids. Hallelujah. Ain't God good? Sorry, Sharona. I have to be careful what I repeat to my kids, because I don't want to perpetuate the problem. You see, because kids, they tend to make the same mistake over and over again. And if we're not careful, we will use language that produces thoughts that start to make them feel that they're limited to those mistakes. All of my kids have issues, or challenges rather, with learning new things. I'm gonna tell you why. And if you're creative, you can understand this, because you probably struggle with this too. All of my kids have challenges with learning new things because they're so brilliant that when it takes effort, it feels impossible. They're so brilliant that when they see something brand new and they get it, they're like, yeah, I got it. And they feel smart and they feel powerful. And they're like, yeah. But the moment they're introduced to something that requires just a little bit of work, it feels impossible. Oh, I can't do. Every time my kids say, I can't do that, I'm like, don't say you can't, say you need help. Because saying you can't creates a certain type of mindset. Saying you need help, a different type of mindset. And let me say this because I feel it in my spirit. There's nothing wrong with needing help. Needing help doesn't make you weak. Needing help makes you human. We were designed to be social beings. We were never supposed to live by ourselves. So needing help is never the problem, but it's the mindset behind it. Yeah, I grew up in a similar condition where if I needed help, it probably meant I was stupid, or it meant that I was weak, or it meant that I was lazy. Have you ever needed help with something and everybody act like it's the easiest thing in the world? They're like, why you need help with that? I'm like, because I need it. I just need it. Help me. Help me, okay? We are social beings, so I want you to consider the mindset that you have adopted for survival, but it's stopping you from thriving. You're surviving, but you're not thriving. In order for you to thrive, you need a new mindset. To have a new mindset, you need what I call new ideas. Everybody say ideas. Ideas are the building blocks of mindset. And for some of us, it's difficult to create a new mindset because the ideas that we hold on to, though they no longer serve us, it's so comfortable to us. I would name a few of those, but I might get myself in trouble because some of you might not be prepared to remove that brick from your foundation. Even though it's weak and it's cracked and it's stopping you from moving forward, it's a comfortable idea. So you hold on to it, and the problem is you cannot have conflicting ideas and expect to be stable mentally. Notice what I said, conflicting ideas, not conflicting opinions or conflicting emotions or conflicting experiences. You may not know this, but even when your actions seem to be contradictory, your mind, your brain is saying, no, it makes a lot of sense based off of the context. All right, let me help you here. Do we all believe it's wrong to steal? That was so quick to say that. I'm not so quick to say that. Do I sound like a criminal? I'm not so, because if I'm hungry and my kids are hungry and I'm asking for help and nobody's helping, I'm gonna go steal from Walmart. I'm gonna wear some big jeans, put it right up in and I'm gonna walk up out of there with a gallon of milk and some bread. Oh, see, okay, so you're telling me that because of your idea of stealing being wrong, you will let your family starve. Maybe I'm the only one honest enough to accept that reality of that dark side in me that says I can make this make sense. It's not so black and white for me. Yes, generally speaking, stealing is wrong, but what's worse than stealing is my family starving. And so I will, though it seems contradictory, I will find a way to justify it for the sake of what? Survival. That's why some of you have friends you have no business being friends with. That's why some of you are in jobs you have no business working at. That's why some of you have abandoned your art in order to pay bills. Survival. It makes sense. How does it make sense to abandon the thing that gives you peace? How does it make sense to abandon the thing that works as therapy for you? The space in your art, the only place where you can be 100% authentic, you put that down to get a check? It don't make sense, but it makes sense because of the context. Does that make sense? All right, let me help you here. I'm gonna play a song on the piano. And I'm talking about expanding your mindset. Lord Jesus, this ain't my keyboard, so you need to, don't fall on me. Oh, I see, I was judging the host, but I see her problem now. These clips ain't nothing to play with. All right, so listen, hey, I'm gonna need somebody to come up here and hold this mic up for me, because this clip ain't working. It don't matter who. Oh, Kurt coming up, give it up for Kurt. I want to help you understand how ideas alone. Thank you, brother. Oh, you gonna fix it? All right. All right, I want to help. All right, y'all can still hear me? All right, I want to help. This the sound? All right. I want. All right, it threw me off. Look, my brain is as weird as y'all. Trust me. All right, I want y'all to just understand how ideas alone are enough to change your mindset. So the song I'm about to play represents your mindset, which really represents your life. Because what you create and what you experience is all contingent on your mindset. You have more control over your own experience than most people probably told you. And so here's a song, right? Let me know if y'all know this song. Oh my God. What song is that? All right, so y'all knew what it was? What song did you say? It's the same song. I love that, right? Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, ABC, the alphabet song, it's the same song, right? So, twinkle, twinkle, I'm not a singer, right? Little star, how I wonder what you are, right? That was enough for you to get the song. Then if I add some chords, it sounds like it's the same song, but there's more to it. Then if I add some more chords, right? Right? It's the same song, but it's different. What's different? Same song, the idea, the approach, the perspective to the song is what changes the song. But it's the same song. And for some of you, you've been having the same problems because you don't have any new ideas. You've been having things, Kurt. You've been having the same struggles. You've been feeling the same limitations because you're scared of thinking differently. Because somewhere in your past, I don't know you personally, but somewhere in your past, somebody told you that thinking differently is thinking in a wrong way. And if you get nothing else, I want you to reflect on the possibility, don't even fully accept it, but reflect on the possibility that maybe if I accept some new ideas, I might have a new song, even if it's the same song. So my questions to you are, what are the things that's making you afraid to think differently? For some of you, it could be your politics. For some of you, it could be your religion. For some of you, it could be your family. But what are the things that make you think differently? And that's my time.